This is the least played tier 10 in all of World of Tanks Blitz. You see, originally I was going to do the least played tier 10 tech tree, but we already know what that is. It's the CS63, the vehicle that I've talked about many times in the past and why it's an absolute waste of time and one of Wargaming's biggest failures. I'm not going to play in it again because it's just a waste of a tank and a waste of my time. So instead, we're going to be playing in the least played tier 10, the 114 SP2. The reason this vehicle is the rarest tier 10 to find played is very simple. It cost $200 at the minimum to get your hands on. To be fair, it's not as bad as the AE Phase 1, which is literally a 0.05%, but still, $200 to get a tier 10 is quite an expensive price tag. And it's not like the Caro 45 ton, where it's an incredibly fun and unique vehicle. It's a cool tank, it looks really nice, but the problem is the 114 really isn't anything extraordinary. You can play a 60 TP, and to be honest, you'll do better in the majority of situations due to the smaller profile, better turret armor, and even higher damage per shot with the tungsten rounds. The only real advantage this has over the 60 is that it has more pen now at 358 versus the 347 on that vehicle. This tank also does feature some nicer gun handling characteristics on movement dispersion, so it has some strengths. I actually really like the 114. I'm not going to say it's an amazing vehicle, because it's not. It's a fairly average heavy, but I think it's properly balanced. It's got decent HP, good mobility for how slow it is. It's got a decent amount of armor on the turret, especially while using it hull down, and it hits hard. And it also has really nice HE. That is the major nice thing about this vehicle, especially if you compare it to the 60 TP. The HE is actually quite substantial. Here we are on Port Bay. You may have noticed I have my Vinny baseball bat on top of this vehicle. I honestly think that the baseball bat attachment is one of the coolest ones Wargaming has added. It's unfortunate you can only get one of them, and my guess is this will be the only one you're ever able to get, because Wargaming's never going to work with Vinny again. But it's still a very, very cool attachment. You know, it's not cool. My team going town on Port Bay. Just every team nowadays goes town on Port Bay. It shows how much the average skill has completely deplenished. And look at this guy. He's going to make his way to the top of the camping hill, and he's going to sit there. It's not even German super heavies anymore. It's just every single bad player. Oh well. There's nothing I can do about bad teams, but yeah, it's pretty bad. World of Tanks Blitz is really losing its skill. Like, it didn't have much to begin with, let's be real, guys, but it's definitely losing what skill it had left. I'm pretty sure at this point, the majority of skilled players have left the game, but I can't really blame them. Got the E6 off to the side, and let's see, is he gonna poke me? He does, and there you go, loses 685 health for it. I mean, to be fair, he's driving a hull-down tank to town, so I'm not really sure what he expects to happen here. But that's really his problem at the end of the day. Let's move our way on up. We still got the E6 over here. We also got a E3. Alright, well, let's aim it on the E6. There you go. Nice 670 damage shell into his vehicle. And he's just going to hit me with another question mark, because, you know, he's skill-mobed. Alright, well, he's not really my problem anymore. Let's see if we can get a shell into the lower plate. There you go. Nice 640 shot into the E3. This is why the 114 feels pretty good, though. It's got a very high alpha, and any tank that has good chunks of damage obviously feels nice, and you're able to get those big old rolls out. So we got the E6 off to the side. Bye-bye. And long live the E6. Hey, look, he didn't hit me with a question mark this time. I can't. Alright, let's see if we can get that grill with an HE, possibly. Let's just back on up, and aiming, fire! Yep. Long live the grill, nice 702 damage shot. Alright, well, so far we've done pretty good. 3,128 damage. E3 shot, and judging that the shell of the E3 came off our side, we're just going to aim it on his flat side. Not able to HE him, but that's fine. We'll hit him with a 660 damage shell as it is, bringing him down to a pretty close one-shot for us at this point. Got 5 more seconds left on our reload. He's going to have to turn towards the Foch, which means we can just aim in and bonk. Long live the E3. Alright, well, even though our team was not very good, it looks like we were still able to overcome their badness. Let's reload. 3, 2, 1, and Oh, I'm surprised we were able to squeeze that shell in between our 57 heavy. Alright, our Foch looks like he's going to get the clear on that player, so we're going to push up over towards the object 752. 5A's off to my side, but yes, we're going to push up to the 752. Come over here, good sir. I would like to shoot you. Okay, let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Bonk. Oh, 650 damage shell into his vehicle. The boss shot down is going to roll up to his side, and this is a very easy win. I'm not going to say the 114 did exceptional here because their enemy team was really just bad. To be fair, mine was bad too. This is what people always forget. Every now and then, you'll see a comment in my comment section that's like, oh my god, Droodles has the easiest teams ever. And yes, that was a very easy team. But let's be real. Like, did you see my T57 Heavy? Did you see my 30B? 500 battles. 4,900 games. Like, this is actually a battle in the noob matchmaker. I'm not even joking. Look at all these games. 600 battles, 5,500. I think that wargaming is... I don't know why, but they've started throwing people into the noob MM. Like, that right there is probably the third game I've had this week while recording that has put me in the noob matchmaker, and I have no clue why, because I have 90,000 games, and it's not like I perform bad. You know, when you're going 70+% win rate, you shouldn't be thrown into it, so it really doesn't make sense to me. But there you have it. Very interesting, to say none the least. I guess we'll see if my second game I play is in the noob MM as well. Alright, we find our way on Middleburg, which is a pretty solid map, and up against us, what do we have? IS-7, Kranvan, and that's about it for heavies. Okay, they do have a 183, they do have a 263, and an E4, which are all pretty dang nasty vehicles. And we have 3 tank destroyers, and I'm the only heavy. So, I'm gonna go up. I don't know, well, guess we're going down. I don't really have a choice. If my... This is just a really bad situation here, because the TDs all think that going down is a smart decision, even though they're tank destroyers. Guys, you can't win a game in only driving TDs in the front line. I hate to break it to you. I'm just going to heat it. Well, it actually ended up hitting. Not too bad. We got the Kranvan over here. Not really sure what the Kron's doing. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? Alright, well, let's reload. And the STB's over here. Interesting. Alright, well, let's back up and aim it on the STB. There you go. Okay, that's a lot of shells fired at us. Thankfully, we got a lot of bounces. Really not sure what this STB's doing, to be real. Yeah, I'm not even going to waste my time on it. I'm going to aim towards the rest of these players over here. Let's see. You know what? Fine, I'll clear them. There you go. Bye-bye. What an absolute ape. Like, wow. That might be one of the worst players I've ever seen in this game, to be honest. Whoa, guys, I'm driving a medium. Look at me go. That's really all I can word from that player's skill there. We got the 263 off to the side. Aiming, and fire. Yeah, that's a good example of the one big downside this vehicle does have, called accuracy. You need accuracy to do well. Unfortunately, this tank does not have any of it. Alright, let's aim it on the 183, and hopefully we can get a bonk into his vehicle. Let's get the side of the IS-7, but obviously, the 183 is the big threat. Get a nice shell into his vehicle, but unfortunately, we lose another teammate in the process. And I am definitely dead. Does not matter how skilled of a player I am. I can't hold this. Like, it's just not possible to hold this. Alright, let's aim it on the IS-7. There you go. Nice 657 shot. Got a Kron on our rear. And the major tank I'm worried about right now is the enemy 183. Oh, yep, there he is. There he is. Well, let's just shoot out the 183 if we can before we die. There you go. We did get the shell out. And you know what? We're going to win, it looks like. We actually were able to hold the enemy long enough that we should actually end up winning this. Let's just angle. Hopefully the IS-7 doesn't pen us, but... Oh, there you go. We got a bounce. We were able to pen him back for 775. Let's just leave him right here. Caro's going to probably bonk him. Or maybe not. We're going to have to face hug this guy before he gets another shell out, though. Here we go. 3, 2... Ah, he gets it out. But that doesn't matter, because the Caro gets one shot into his vehicle, and you gonna kill him, or are you just gonna win? I guess he's... I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. But it's a win, so there you go. This definitely felt like another noob matchmaker battle. Like, I'm gonna be real. This definitely felt like another noob MM game. Because what was this battle? My team decided that They didn't want to go up, even though they were all in TDs. They decided to go down, and look how well that worked out for them. Did terrible. We aced it and did 4K, though, so at least I can't complain. Yeah, I don't know what this was. 6,000 games, 4,500, 3,600, 3,000. Yeah, it's another, like, both of these games are in the new matchmaker. 41K. Maybe they weren't. 3,500, 4,700. No, this is the noob MM. This is definitely the noob MM. I don't know why, but 2 back-to-back games, I was thrown into the noob matchmaker. Maybe there's not enough people online right now. It's very possible that Wargaming doesn't have enough people, so they're just throwing everybody into the same queue, but that still doesn't really make sense. I have no clue, to be completely honest, but oh well. The 114 SP2 is a nice tank. As we can see, the gun hits pretty hard, its alpha is very nice, and its mobility is pretty solid for what it is. It's a very fun vehicle. I'm not going to say it's the best heavy, because it's not. I could very easily pull it out of 113, I could probably pull out a 50B, and I could do better if I really wanted to. But I like the playstyle, I think it's a very well-balanced tank, and it looks great. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the 114. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.